Hello children, I welcome you all again in the third lecture of our economics chapter 1. Today we are going to talk about distribution of factors of production. Human wants are unlimited while resources to fulfill them are limited. Okay, the wants of human being is unlimited. Okay, while the resources are limited. No nation of the world has resources in unlimited quantity. There will always be a scarcity of factor of production. Okay, any country, whether it may be a developed country or developing country, there will always be a scarcity of factors of production. As a result, every country faces problem related to allocation of resources. Okay, so every country faces this particular problem of allocation of resources. Allocation is related to distribution, how to distribute the resources so that it can get the maximum result of it. Many questions arises such as why, when, how much quantity of limited resources can be used. Okay, so these are the problems of all the countries, that how, why the resources should be used, when or what is the right time to use it, and how much quantity should be used so that the future generation also has something left for them. Now the first point in it is unlimited wants. The main problem or the main reason for this particular problem is unlimited wants. The human being wants is unlimited. Okay, human wants are uncountable and unlimited. See, they are uncountable, you cannot count them, and they are unlimited. So many wants originate from one want. See, if you complete one want can be also known as need. So if you complete one need, another need will arise. Many requirements are to be fulfilled again and again. See, there are certain wants or needs that needs to be completed again and again, like say food, water. Okay, so this type of requirements are such kind of requirements that needs to be completed again and again. You cannot avoid it. While many wants arise because of development of science and technology, while certain wants are such kind of wants which develop or which comes up because of development of science and technology. Thus, because of many reasons, wants become unlimited. So due to many, these are some of the reasons, but due to many of the reasons, they become unlimited. So in order to fulfill the wants, one has to make selection. One has to make selection. You have to select which wants to be completed first and which are to be left or avoided. Now see this classification of the wants. Now wants can be classified in three ways: necessities, comforts, and luxuries. Necessities are such kind of wants which cannot be avoided, like food, water, shelter, clothing. These are some of the basic wants that cannot be avoided. Second is comfort. They are usually arising due to science and technology. Okay, like suppose comfort, fan. If you have fan, it is comfortable. Now if you put a AC into a room, it will be more comfortable. Okay, while third kind of wants are luxury. Okay, means buying of gold. Now this can be avoided. This can be avoided, right? Important order in term of necessity. See, now as we know that the resources that are with us are very limited, and that's why we need to put needs into a order of importance. Whichever are most important are to be kept first, and whichever cannot be, or rather which can be avoided or can be left alone for some time, needs to be put at the end. As the resources satisfy wants are limited, the individual has to decide which want is more important. Say, you have to decide which want is more important. He has to satisfy his requirement in order to prioritize. Okay, in order of priority. Whichever requirement is more important then has to be satisfied early, and later on the others. Okay, whichever need is more important has to be satisfied first and the later can be. Let us see this example. This is rubber. Now you know about rubber sap. Okay, now rubber is used into making tires, into making your erasers, into making rubber bands, into making sanitization gloves or the surgical gloves, and even making your earphone plugs. But right now, in this particular situation of this pandemic, COVID-19, the most important, you can avoid all this. You can avoid making them, and this. The most important that you will be needing is using rubber for making gloves. So here we can see that the need are like this. This can be considered resource. This can be considered all of your needs, but you have to prioritize. You have to give importance to the need which is most important to you, and that should be utilized first, while the others should be left alone for some time. Third point, limited resource. Now why this problem arose? Because the resources that are with us are limited. Factors of production mainly includes natural wealth and man-made factor. We had already seen. Okay, in factors of production, land, labor, capital, and entrepreneurship. So these were the four factors of production: land, labor, capital, and entrepreneurship. Now this is natural. This is natural wealth, while the other three are considered as man-made. Now it is mixture of all the three. All these tools are limited. See, all these four tools are limited, so they have to use judiciously. Judiciously means after thinking, without wasting. Distribution of tools has to be done keeping selected wants in the center. Say which tool to be given more important should be done keeping selected want in the center. Now this diagram tells us about it. Okay, now this is the balance. This is the balance. Now here are limited resources. These are resources, and here we have unlimited wants. Now whenever unlimited wants increase up, due to that limited resource will be wasted. It will be go down, and it will uh, create a scarcity of resources. Fourth, alternative use of resources. Resources to satisfy demands are limited. Not only this, they have alternate usage also. Say alternative. Alternative means you can say separate or more than one. When any tool of production may be utilized in more than one ways, it means that the tool have multiple usage. See, whenever a tool is used for more than one thing, you can say it has multiple usage. So it may be said that their usage is alternative. Their usage is alternative means you can use one at a time. For example, see, they have shown with the example. If wheat is sown in land, bajri, maize, groundnut, or any other yield cannot be cultivated. Just imagine you have a farm, okay, and you grow wheat over this farm. Then it is not possible for you to grow any other crop in this particular part of the field. Other usages of the land has to be stopped. See, other usages has to be stopped. Thus, in the above mentioned condition, distribution of factors of production is done in such a way that they satisfy to maximum possible demands. Okay, so we have to see that our resources are used in such a way that the resources get our needs possible in the maximum way. We get our maximum needs utilized by the use of the resources. Now let us see methods of allocation of resources. Now we had already seen previously that the resources which we have are very limited. They are very limited, and due to that, what happens is that it is very hard for any country to attain the speedy development, and that's why every country tries this thing. See, every nation tries to attain speedy economic development by making the best possible allocation. Allocation is distribution. Allocation is distribution of resources. Allocation is distribution of resources. Allocation of resources is mainly done by methods, by two methods. It is mainly done by two methods. The first one is the first one is the market mechanism system. Okay, the first one is the market mechanism system. The market mechanism system. While the second one is social system. Market mechanism system and the social system. Now, both the systems are opposite to each other. Both the systems are opposite to each other. Okay, this needs to be remembered that both the system, the market mechanism system and the social system, are opposite to each other. By mingling both the system, many other methods have developed. See, by mingling is mixing up. By mixing up, many other methods have developed. Every country every country accepts one or the other method as per their requirements. See, they use one or the methods as following is the explanation of the method allocation resources. First, we are going to study about the market mechanism system. Nations like America, Japan, etc. have made their economic development through market mechanism system. Market system is also called capitalist system. See, it is also called, this needs to be remembered, it is also called the capitalist system. Now, why this is called capitalist system? Because capital or money is the most important thing here. In this method, process of resource allocation is done on the basis of profit scope. Okay, how the resources are allocated so that they can get maximum profit. The profit is the most important thing in this particular system. You need to remember this. In market mechanism system or the market system, profit is the key. In this system, the production and its related activities, profit is at the center. Say, what is at the center? Then profit related activity. People invest in those industries where they find more scope or profit. Market is completely free. Now see this, that's why it is also called free market system. Okay, completely free. Government does not have any specific economic policy or does not play any role in this method. Say, government does not interfere into this particular method as much as possible. Let us see by understanding. Now this is a cost chart of iPhone 6s. I know this is old as per 2015, but for understanding, iPhone 6s, okay, now how much it was sold for? It was sold for $749. It was sold for $749. Now see the costing of different things, the things that are used into it: processors, screens, then casing, camera, speakers, batteries, and etc. Other cost, and overall costing of making of iPhone was just $245. But the company, Apple company, was selling it for $749. Means they were making a huge profit. So this is a very good example of the market system or the capitalist system. Second, competition plays a vital role in market systems. The competition is very important. In this competitive market, the owner has to increase working capacity to greatest extent in order to maximize the profit. They have to see that the working capacity of the company increase so that they can get maximum profit. Because of this method, many new research are done and new methods of productions are created. So production is maximized. Okay, they use good technologies, different research, and all other things to see that their production increases and they can get maximum profit. Because of this, fast economic development of the country takes place. Now let us see by this. Okay, competition. Okay, this titles luring of the buyer. Luring is attracting. Now company is dropping the selling price of three variants of iPhone XR. Previously it was 76,000, 81,000 and 91,000, but now they have dropped the prices. Now why they have dropped the prices? Then you can see here, because people are opting for other other similar kind of products that are available into the market, and that's why the company has to reduce the price. And this is the power of competition. As Apple got more competition from Samsung and OnePlus, that's why they had to drop down the prices of the product to a great extent. See, decline here, it says Apple premium segment shipment declined by 25%, okay, in October 2018. Thus, competition controls the whole market like an invisible hand. See, this is very important. Okay, the competition controls the whole market like an invisible hand. Okay, like it's in the hand of a puppeteer. As the state does not interfere in this term, it is also called the free economy. It is also called the free economic system. Now let us discuss about the features of market mechanism system. Let us see about the features of market mechanism system. First, ownership of resources of production is either individual or private. See, individual or private. The ownership is of individual or private, means individual person or private person is the owner of the resources. Second, profit is the center. We already discussed this with examples. Profit is at the center of market mechanism system. Okay, in all the economic activities, we had already discussed what is economic activity in the previous videos. All the economic activities are carried out with profit in the mind. Third, consumers get good opportunity of choice. As there is a lot of competition, consumers have a good choice, and that's why consumers are considered as the king. They are considered as the king of market. They are considered as king of market. Government interference is not there in this system. We already saw this. There is no government doesn't tell Apple that you are producing a phone for just $250 and why you are selling it for almost $750. Okay, so government interference is not there. Fifth, distribution of resources is based on the profit. Where resources are used, where profit is more. Okay, needs are not taken into consideration. Okay, resources are used in a way where the profit is more. Economic decisions are taken while keeping price mechanism in the which things to be produced, which things to be left. All things are decided on the base of price mechanism, means whether it is giving more profit or less profit. This decides the whether it to be produced or not to be produced. Okay, so this is a very important drawing. You can see this drawing here. Profit is at the top, while private property, free enterprise, freedom of choice, competition, and limited government interference. So this is the base. You can see capitalism has this all pillars into its structure. Benefit of market. Now there are a lot of benefit related to it also. Okay, a lot of benefit related to it. First, economic freedom of individual is protected in market systems. Economic freedom. If you have the money, you can purchase anything. No one will stop you. So economic freedom of an individual is protected. Okay, those people who are having money love this system. Second, resources of production are utilized to the greatest extent. Okay, as it is held by the private companies, so they try to utilize the resources to the greatest extent and most efficiently. The wastage is less in a way. Third, abundant production may be done. Okay, production is done on mass scale. Okay, large scale production is done as it is done by the private company, and profit is most important in this particular factor. New explorations keep on taking place continuously. See, there are new explorations, means new research. Okay, the companies try to find new and new ways to maximize their profit, and in a way we get new inventions, new technologies to us due to this. As a result, economic development becomes faster. Quality of things improve because of competition, and as I told you, as there is competition, the quality will always be better. Okay, you will get good quality of things. Now there are limitations, as every coin has two sides, so there was benefit of it. Now there are limitations of the market mechanism system. In spite of having many benefits, market system is not perfect. It is not perfect. There are a lot of benefits, but it is not perfect. There are many disadvantages and limitations of it, which are as follows. Because of keeping profit in the center of production, commodities are produced in more quantity, and production of luxurious commodities of basic requirement is neglected. Say, as profit is in the center, so commodities is things are produced in more quantities, a large quantity, and that's why luxurious commodities are more produced. Okay, you might have seen iPhones, a lot of iPhones are sold. Now iPhones is a luxury, phone is a necessity, but iPhone is a luxury, but still they are produced in large quantities. Of basic requirement neglected. Okay, so these things required for basic importance are neglected or reduced. They are not produced. Why? Because here profit is at the importance. Second, because of lack of policy related to state, natural resources are wasted. Okay, as state here means government. State here means government, as government doesn't interfere into it, and that's why natural resources are wasted to a lot. Due to lack of knowledge and ignorance about the market, consumers are exploited. See, this happens. Consumers are exploited a lot. Okay, as many a times they don't have the knowledge and they are ignorant about the market, about the products. They only see, or they only are aware about the advertisements. Now, ads play a very important role. You might see, like suppose you go to a supermarket. Okay, then first things that you will find out, suppose you have gone to supermarket to buy, say, a ketchup, that which ketchup will be first that you will find for will be Kisan or any of the other which are available or which you see on the your television. So knowledge related to products are catered by the ad. That's why ads are very very important for the company's profit. Fourth, due to centralization of property income, there is increase in disparity of the income. Okay, as the property side means rich becomes richer. The big companies take a large share, and that's why there is a disparity of the income. There is variation in the income. The income of the poor and the rich is very very separate. There is a large gap. There is a huge gap between the property of the rich and the poor. And the fifth one, there is fear of monopoly. Okay, mono is one and poly is rule, one person's rule. So monopoly, when monopoly is there, the person can take whatever benefit he wants to take. Second, economical instability. Okay, due to the high price rise up, the economic instability will also be there. And fourth, exploitation of the labors will also be exploited to a great rate. As why? Because company will always find ways to increase to increase the profit, and in that profit they will try to exploit the labors by reducing their salaries or by cost cutting. So we have seen the benefits, the limitations of market mechanism system.